Welcome to another video, guys. The new path event just came out, and we can be blasting a lot of Ancient Shards right now for the 1+1 event, which is kind of worth it. So yeah, in this video I'm gonna do a quick breakdown on the event path, which is looking a little bit too expensive if you ask me, but we have some pretty amazing rewards, including relic materials for things we're not supposed to be able to get relic materials for anymore, but we indeed do. And we're also gonna have ourselves 2 other rares for the fusion. 2 out of 16 you're going to need in total, and also one of the epics, which basically allows you to skip 4 events, giving you 1 of the rares each. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can check me out live on stream each Tuesday and Thursday for free account takeovers, as well as paid ones. If you want to support the channel for free, you can download raids from my premium download link out of this QR code right here. And right now my premium promo code is actually giving you guys Fallen Foulbeard, as well as amazing epics like Stagnite, Ferrokin the Fat, and Relic, and Rector Draft, which are all pretty top tier. And you're also going to have yourself 48 hours to use the promo code section to get yourself an extra amazing legendary champion, including things like Desert Queen for Tahana Rock, or even Big Dog for one of the new champions you could be getting out of the promo code section, Turvold. And also right now, the new promo code RAID7 will even allow you to unlock Pelops, which is a new Argonite champion, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the path and let's summon a few of my Ancient Shards, see what the 1+1 is going to be for us. Right, here it is, the path event, anniversary path, and like I said, we have ourselves plenty of good stuff over here, including the middle path, which is going to require a grand total of 4 keys in order to get yourself the 2 rares, as well as one of the epics for the fusion. And as you guys are aware, the fusion is going to be out of 4 epics, which you need to craft out of 4 rares, and for that to happen you also need to level them up, ascend them, rank them up, and do it all over again in order to get yourself in the end 4 5-star fully leveled, fully ascended epics. So basically if you do the entire path, that is gonna allow you to skip leveling up 4 rare champions all the way up to 40, as well as go for them on tournaments, which is not a bad thing at all. Let's dive into the path and see what we are having over there. And it's not very cheap, guys. It's gonna cost you a grand total of 14 sacred shards if you go for it to get yourself the 4 keys as well as the champions, or something along the lines of 210 ancient shards. The cool thing right now is we have a good event for ancient shards. It's basically a 1+1 event. If you open yourself a legendary champion out of the Ancient Shards, that's also going to give you another legendary champion out of the Ancient Shards. And this event is going to last for 48 hours, 2 of which already passed. And you also actually get to pick a few champions here, which a lot of them are pretty amazing. This new girl is pretty hot, if you ask me. You could definitely be going for her. She is a seriously good support champion out of the new Argonites, so it's going to help you big time both in the game in general, as well as for the Argonites faction wars. And as for Ferrol, he is still one of the best champions you could be using to increase your damage on things like Titus teams, because he basically has a protection set on himself without wearing anything. And he also does give you a lot of extra res, perfect veil, and also decrease accuracy and block buffs. So an amazing champion both for Hydra and Chimera, for Titus teams especially, because there you will need a lot of res. And helping you decreasing accuracy would also be pretty good. So basically you're not even going to need to build any res on your Titus teams. And thanks to Ferrol, you're still not going to get your buff stolen. These are going to be the 2 champions I would be picking if I did not have Ferrol. I do, so I would be picking this girl. And as for the epics, Geomancer, no need to talk about him. He's an absolute monster. Turagi can help you big time, and all sorts of different things like Scarab. For things like Doom Tower and Cursed City, and he can also help you in the faction wars, so there's that. And Locke Wayne you could be using for things like fusing Mikage. For me, I already have +4 both Turagi and Geo, so might as well put this bad boy for the sake of having +4 on him, or honestly just use him as a chicken, doesn't matter. That's not all though. In a couple of days, we're also gonna have Sacred Shards 1+1, so be on the lookout for that one. Again, the same champions here, so again, I will be locking the same things, but I will not be summoning any Sacred Shards until we get the 1+1. I'm actually decently close to Mercy, so there's that. But yeah, wait for the weekend. It's starting on Saturday. And there you are going to be able to get yourself an extra legendary champion out of a single Sacred Shard if you get lucky. You probably won't, so it's going to be a few. Just don't forget, as soon as you open the 1+1, it's over. You're not going to be able to get yourself another 1+1. So no need to be blasting more of those, unless you actually do want yourself more points for the path itself, which you probably will anyway, but just be on the lookout. Keep in mind, it's not going to give you extra 1+1s, both for the Ancients, both for the Sacreds. After you've gotten yourself a single 1+1, the event is over for you. You're still going to be able to get the progressives, but no more 1+1s, that's for sure. That in mind, if you are planning on spending money on shards, voids and primals actually give you a little bit bigger return on money per shard spent. And to be fair, you could also just buy yourself some of the points, which is definitely not something I enjoy too much doing, but if you're really strapped for points, you could just blast yourself a good amount of points with 30 euro apparently, which is definitely pretty fucky. And 18,000, that's like exactly 4 Sacred Shards. So if you want to be buying yourself 4 Sacred Shards, for me that would be something like 80 euro. Whereas the points for 4 Sacred Shards, it's going to be only 30, so if it's points you want, definitely buying them straight out would be the best way. Dollar per point, but not getting any fancy pulls in the meantime. That sounds sucky if you ask me. Anyway, here's the math breakdown. What do we need to do? In order to get yourself the champions in the middle, you will need to get all 4 of these silly keys over here, and for that to happen, you're going to need to go down this path, all the way down to the key. You're going to have to do the same from this path, all the way down to the key. And here, you're not going to need to do this again, since you did it for the path down there. You can just go ahead and start unlocking after that. And also for the right side, again, same deal. You don't need to be getting this and this again, so you could just go down here, grab the key, and go down here, grab the key again. If you hug the left and the right side, it's 50 points cheaper, but comes down to what kind of rewards you want, basically. Do you want the rank up charms? Do you want the rarity charms? And these here as well. Personally, I kind of do want these. I mean, honestly, they're so minuscule, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, just keep that in mind. And what is the grand total that is going to be for all of this? Well, here's the math for you guys. Math, ill. But yeah, here they are. It's gonna be a grand total of 63,250 points, which if you use Sacred Shards divided by 4,500, it's gonna be about 14 Sacred Shards. If you divide it by 300 for Ancient Shards, that is gonna be about 210. And I guess we can also divide it by 700 for Voids, just for the sake of this being a full video. About 90 Voids, and divide by 1800 for Primals. It's going to be about 35 Primals, and we're talking just for the champions alone. If you, however, want yourself a little bit Relic materials, especially from events we no longer can get Relic materials from, including the Alice in Wonderland Relic materials, it is going to cost you a pretty penny. To get yourself the legendaries, it's gonna require you to get 6,000 for this thing and 15,000 for this thing as well. And if you want to get the mythical materials, that's where the bag really needs to get opened. 10,000 for the book and frickin' 30,000 for the goddamn mythic materials themselves. That's like about 8 Sacred Shards for just the 30k here. Not the best, but given that these are relics you can no longer get, it's kind of worth it. For me, I would actually go for it, even though I already have myself 3 cat frickin' gazes. But the cat's gaze is basically a mythical in disguise, and the odds of you actually getting yourself a cat's gaze out of this thing would be about 40-ish, 45% chance. Because if you do craft from a a group outside of the standard group, you have a 50-50 chance of crafting from the thing you're crafting, but also a 50-50 chance of crafting basic bitch relic materials like Wand of Submission and Aspect of Seraph. So technically, when you are crafting with mythical materials, you have a 80% chance of crafting a Lego, 20 of crafting a mythical, and it's again 50-50 to craft from what you're crafting or from the standard group, which is not great, but these are the best chances for you to ever get yourself a Cat's Gaze on your account if you skipped it. Maybe it's gonna come back at some point, maybe it won't. Nobody knows really. So yeah, there it is. People in chat are telling me to craft this mythic material. Let's do it, guys. God damn you, chat, you baited me. Another freaking stick to put on my pile of sticks, but it is what it is. So yeah, guys, if you want to be crafting yourself some relic materials, it's not going to be the worst idea in the world, and I would say the Cat's Gaze would be the best option for you to be going for out of these materials. It's not very expensive. Like, it is cheaper than the rest of them. At least you only have to craft... you only have to spend 6,000 on this instead of 7,000 on the middle group, and also 10,000 for the Lego book instead of 20 for the mythical. But still, at the end, these are 15, these are 30. Not the cheapest, but if it's your only option, well, it doesn't come down to cheap. It comes down to can you actually do it. And in order for you to actually grab yourself all of those mythical materials, you are going to need to spend another 61,000 points, which is going to be another 13,000 Sacred Shards, or basically a little bit less Ancients, Voids, and the others. Let me see if I can actually quick math it here for you. Be a lot cooler if I can. Keep the function, do this, and I botched it, because, what the fuck, bro? There you go. Bruh. Man. Bro. Come on, dude, I just want the number. Okay, 200 free Ancients, 87 Voids, and 33 Primals. So if you want to get both the heroes as well as the relic crafting materials, here's how it's gonna be. About 28 Sacreds, about 415 Ancients, about 177 Voids, or about 69 Noise Primals. So I gotta say, the Primals are kind of the most worth it if you're gonna be spending money here, because they usually cost like $5. Voids usually cost $3, and Sacreds usually cost $20. Ancients should be costing $1. So all in all, it's actually not that bad to be going for Primals. Let's actually math that out like this. Times 20 for Ancients, how much it's gonna cost you. Times 1. I mean, no need to times anything it. We're just gonna do this. Voids usually cost $3, and Primals usually cost $5. There we go. It's gonna cost you $176 in terms of Primals. If you can get yourself $5 offers for those, it's gonna cost you $270 if you're crafting through Voids, $280 through Sacreds, and $210 from Ancients. And if we also add these basically, pretty sure I could have done this a little bit more efficient, but my Excel skills are a little bit rusty. Times 3 and times 5. There you go. If you want to get all of this done through your bank cards, it's going to be about $345 for Primals, $530 for Voids, $550 for Sacreds, and $414 through Ancients. All around, not the cheapest event out of the lot, but it is what it is, guys. In the end of the day, it is what it is. Anyway, without further ado, let's see what the +1/+1 for Ancient Shards it's gonna be for me. Wish me some luck. Let's see what that's gonna do. Let's see it, guys. Don't forget, we don't have increased odds. We just have 1/+1 for a Lego, so it is what it is. Thanks a lot, chat. Good luck indeed. So far, so bad. Let's keep on blasting. Lemonisi and Samson? Not great. Not great, I can tell that much. Samson is interesting. Lemonisi already should be having. If you didn't have Lemonisi, I guess it's okay, because you could be soloing Amius if you have a good blessing on her, but if you don't, well, it is what it is. So far, so bad for real for us, though. Ill. Blue Tax. Thanks for that anniversary raid. Jesus, dude. Pretend a little. Pretend a little, bro. Bruh. This is trying to get pathetic, dude. This is trying to get pathetic. I hate it. Insane. What's this, 30? Without a frickin' epic even? Are you drugs, raid? Jesus, dude. I mean, if we're gonna get blasted through Mercy here, might as well. I do need to open quite a lot of points, but damn, son. Don't do me dirty like that. You have a birthday, for crying out loud. You're starting school and whatnot. I don't know. 1+1 me, damn it. 1+1 me, for crying out loud. Brr. For eel. Where the Legos at, raid? I know you're harboring some Legos under these floorboards. Some enemies of the state, no doubt. Would not mind if we get ourselves some Argonites out of here, by the way. And also, you could actually get lucky and get some of the event Argonites out of here. Hey, look at that, we're getting Lockwings and shit. Would be pretty cool if you can get yourself some of the Argonites out of here, but it is what it is. Was the rare actually a Void? If that's the case, the Epic then is up for grabs, or it's vice versa. Didn't pay attention. Either way, I want to get myself the 1+1 Lego, man. Where's the 1+1 Lego, man? Seriously, dude. Let's not forget, it's not increased odds, it's only like 0.5% chance to get a Lego, but can I have a Lego, please? Be a lot cooler if I could have a Lego, please. Instead, we're getting the good old rare text. Nothing beats the good old rare text, guys. Should have played around it. Disgusting. Visibly disgusting. A lot of epics in this one at least, but I want to see a lot of freaking legendaries is what I want to see. Come on, dude, don't force me to buy. I don't want to be buying. Bruh. 4 ELZs. What was that? 150? Insane. Let me see what the shop offer has to say. Let me see what the shop offers have to say, but that was, I gotta say, diabolical. We bid on the diabolical side. 48 euros for this. Not worth it. Not worth it. 48 for this. A little bit more worth it, but not really. I'm gonna grab it just for the sake of opening a goddamn legendary, but damn, son, that was annoying. That was not supposed to happen. Alas, it happened, though. It did indeed happen, though. Now it's gonna give me an instant Lego because we spent money, guys. Trust. It better be an Argonite. I can tell you that much. These are the 9 shards I had so far. Nothing beats the good old rare tax. What about the next? These are from the paid stuff. Some of that paid action over here. Brrr. The game is really playing hard to get, dude. We should be in the mercy now. Alas, the game shows us no frickin' mercy, yo. No mercy whatsoever. No mercy has been given, guys. Mercy has left the frickin' chat, dude. Last batch of tenors from the ones I possess. Surely, dude, this is in the mercy now. There you frickin' go. Okay. Ruel the Huntmaster. This guy looks pretty sick. This guy actually looks pretty sick. I don't remember him being super sick, but he's not super sick. He's okay. I think he's okay. Let me actually see what the hell Hades has to say about him. Yeah, he's a 4-star champ. Decent on things like Hydra, most of the dungeons and whatnot. Nothing too fancy. He's an okay champion. He definitely looks good. And we got ourselves a second copy of Lord Shazar, which is kind of okay for my Demon Spawn faction guardians. But other than that, nothing too amazing. So, yeah, we already got ourselves 60,000 points, which is kind of cool. But we're still going to have to summon a lot more if we also want to get ourselves a little bit of the relic materials. As for the faction guardians, let's go to Demon Spawn and get ourselves 30 accuracy and 30 res. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There you go. Might as well show you a little bit of that path action while we're at it. But yeah, for the fusion, we could have gotten really lucky here and actually open ourselves a rare epic. Blue epic, more like it. But if you're going for voids, you could also get yourself some of these. So maybe you're not going to have to go for some of the events. It's just something worth noting you might be doing if you want to be skipping some events. Anyway, let's do what I said we're gonna. I am actually gonna go for the slightly more expensive path so we can get this. Let's grab these, this thing, that thing, and get ourselves the first key. Going for the middle section. I'm gonna go for the bruise, I guess. It's something. Grab this crap, that crap, whole lot of crapsicle. This is gonna allow us to get most of the rares, all of the rares right now. But also, we are gonna be getting the epic as well really soon. By the way, guys, this video is a one-shot, so if you guys hear me stuttering a little bit more than usual, it's gonna be done with 0 edits. I'm literally gonna just slap this on YouTube, make it a quick thumbnail and whatnot, and show it to you guys, which is kind of cool. I definitely was not able to be doing one-shot videos like this back in my day, but right now my video editor is actually having a holiday over at Italy, so enjoy your holiday, my guy. I can do this without you, apparently. But yeah, definitely better to have an editor than to not. So yeah, we basically need to open 1 Sacred Shard and we're gonna get ourselves Dexicos, but that is gonna happen on Saturday. And don't forget, you can also get yourself a few other points with a little bit of Dungeon Divers, guys. Let's not forget this thing also is Dungeon Diveable. Dungeon Divers is not the most amazing free-to-play way to get yourself points here, but it's still a way. Sadly, there's no more event dungeon for us to be farming on, so there's that. It just closed yesterday. But still, if you're doing your tournaments, like right now we have Ice Tournament, we have Champion Training real soon, and we're gonna have other stuff real soon as well. So you are gonna get yourself at least a couple of Ancient Shard worths of, more like Sacred Shard worth of points if you just play the game. So you don't need to get everything right now. Just revise what you have in 3 days from now and do what you must accordingly. And I gotta say, this new avatar frame also looks kind of sick. I might actually consider going for that one too, even though it's slightly more expensive than I would be happy to go for. But if we gotta open a lot of Sacred Shards for the 1+1, maybe I will, maybe I won't. And I'm also not sure if I'm actually gonna go for the 30 Mythical myself. Like I said, odds of you getting a Cat's Gaze out of this are something like 45%-ish. But odds of you actually getting yourself a Legendary out of the legendary materials, 40% chance, and again 50-50 for you to guess the Cat's Gaze or one of the other group. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this video basically. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can check me out live on stream each Tuesday and Thursday where I do free account takeovers for you guys, and I also do paid account takeovers. You can check the description for both the links for Calendly or for Metafy. The choice is yours. If you want to support the channel for free, download the game from my premium download link, both from the QR code on the top of the screen or from the links below from the comment that has been pinned, that kind of stuff. And you're going to star rate the right way with Fallen Fellbeard, a bunch of amazing epics, and you still have time to get yourself Ezio and one of the amazing promo code champions. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Chris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.